Welcome to ReSOLT. ReSOLT stands for Republic School of Languages and Training. Greeting to you all. I am Vikram, your mentor and trainer as well. So let's start with the first session of the Spanish language training level A1, right? It is the most extensive Spanish course. That means we start from basic and go till advanced. Also, this language itself is divided in 6 parts, which are A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, and C2. With each level, difficulty is increased. We are at level A1, that is the beginning. Also, we prepare you for Delhi exam. Okay, what do you mean by Delhi exam? Delhi, it stands for Diploma de Español como Lengua Extranjera. That means Diploma of Spanish as a foreign language. Why do we need a Delhi certificate? Why it required? For example, if you are an Indian, you want to go to Spain in order to work over there, right? Or in order to, suppose doing your post-graduation, that time, if you have a Delhi certificate, that means you do not need to give any exam after reaching over there. Because Delhi is a certification that's defined that you have a good command on a Spanish language. Also, this exam itself is divided in 4 parts, which are oral, writing, reading, and listening. If you have Delhi certificate, that means you are eligible for many scholarship in Spain as well as in Latin American countries. Also, I want to tell you one more thing. For example, there are two people, both are Indian, okay, and living in India also, okay. Both are applying for the same job in the same company. Now, just suppose that I and you, okay, you have a normal Spanish certificate and I have a Delhi certificate. In that case, I will become priority for that company because of my Delhi certificate, right? Spanish is the official language of these many countries, right? If you are learning Spanish, that means you are able to stay in these countries, okay, if language is the barrier. Now coming on our session, each session is based on a particular theme. Today's session is based on greetings and farewell words, how we greet our people in Spanish. In Spanish, we have a word for greeting that is saludos. Saludos is greetings, right? Los saludos, that means the greetings. Los is an article in Spanish which means the. Okay, los saludos, that means the greetings. Okay, then we have a word on a screen that is Espanol. You can see it here, Espanol. Espanol is Spanish in Spanish language. That means Spanish is something in Spanish language. It's called Espanol. Okay, now coming on our first greeting. Our first greeting is hello. You already probably know that hello in Spanish, right? Hello is hola. Hola, right? Hello is hola. You cannot say hola. Why? Because H is silent in Spanish, right? Just skip the H and pronounce it hola. Okay. When you are talking to someone who is your elder, in that case might be you can't say hello to your senior and your elders. Okay. What you say, you will say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Okay. Now, the main thing is how do you say good morning in Spanish? Good morning is buenos días. Buenos días is good morning. Then we have good afternoon. Good afternoon is buenas tardes. Buenas tardes, right? Buenas tardes is also good evening. We have same greeting for good afternoon and good evening, right? The last one is good night. Good night is buenas noches, buenas noches. You can repeat when I speak, it will make your pronunciation better. Okay, good night is buenas noches. From morning to till 12 p.m., you will use buenos dias, which means good morning. 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., you will use buenas tardes, buenas tardes. But that time, buenas tardes means is good afternoon, right? From 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., you will use buenas tardes, buenas tardes. But that time, buenas tardes means good evening, right? From night to till morning, you will use buenas noches. Okay, buenas noches. That is good night. Okay. Let me tell you one more thing. Spaniards are very particular about their tone. They have something called formal and informal tone or style of speaking. Now, firstly, we have to understand what is formal and what is informal. Formal tone is used to interact with someone, a person who is elder than you. Okay, and a person you don't know. Now coming on informal tone. Informal tone is used to a person who is younger than you, or you can use with your friends, right? Now coming on greetings. Okay, here we have ¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas is what is your name, but that is informal one, right? Then we have ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? ¿Cómo se llama? Okay, that is what is your name, but this one is formal one, right? ¿Cómo te llamas? Or you can use ¿Cómo se llama? Okay. Or you can say ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay. Llamas, ¿cómo se llama? Spanish, we have two pronunciation of double L, which are ya and ja. Okay. Now, the main thing is why do we have two pronunciation of double L? Because Spanish is the official language of many countries. It's happened in some countries, it will pronounce ya, and in some countries, it will pronounce ja. Okay, for example, if I am from Spain, in that case, I will use ya. Okay, ¿cómo te llamas? If I am from Latin American countries, in that case, I will use ya. ¿Cómo te llamas? Okay. Now coming on our first sentence, which is ¿Cómo te llamas? Right? ¿Cómo te llamas? First we have C, then we have O. Okay, O. We have a line on O. Okay, that is upper to downward. This is called acento, or you can say tilde. Okay, which means accent. You will put accent only on vowels when we have a stress on vowels. Okay, let me tell you one more thing. In Spanish, we have to put question mark twice. Okay, when you are asking a question to somebody, you will put question mark in the beginning of the question. Okay, that is opposite question mark. You can see it here. Okay, okay, and also at the end of the question. Okay, that is normal one. Same as English. You can see it here. Okay. In reply, you will say me llamo, or you can say me llamo, which means my name is. Okay. First, you have to say me llamo, then you have to put your name. For example, me llamo Vikram. Okay. Or I can say me llamo Vikram. Okay. There is a difference of pronunciation, right? Both are acceptable. Now coming on next greeting, that is encantado. Encantado is nice to meet you. right? Then we have encantada, is also nice to meet you, but there is a difference between them. Encantado is masculine one, encantada is feminine one. Okay. In Spanish, when a word ends with O, it will consider as a masculine. And when a word ends with A, it will consider as a feminine. Okay. There are some exceptions. Okay. Don't worry about genders. We will learn it later in details, right? In reply, you can use mucho gusto. Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto is it is a pleasure to meet you, right? It is a mutual greeting for feminine and masculine. Okay. Now coming on next greeting, that is ¿Cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo estás tú? Is how are you? Okay, that one is informal one, right? We have formal and informal in English as well as in Spanish, right? But in English, you will use only you for formal and informal, right? But Spanish is more like Hindi. Okay, in Hindi, we have tu and a for formal and informal, right? Similarly, in Spanish, we have also tu and usted. Okay, for formal and informal. You can see it here. ¿Cómo estás tú? That means how are you? Right? ¿Cómo is how. Estás means are. Estás is a conjugation of estar verb. Okay. Tú is you. Okay. You. But it's reflect informal portion. Okay. Then we have ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo is same. How. Esta is are. Usted is you. But that is formal one. Okay. You will say yo estoy bien. Yo estoy bien. Gracias. I am good. Thank you. Spaniards are very polite. Mostly time they use thank you. Okay. Yo estoy bien. I am good. Gracias. Thank you. Y tú. Y tú. That means and you. Okay. Or you can say yo estoy bien. Gracias. Y usted. Okay, I am good. Thank you. And you. Here, you reflects formal portion, right? That is usted in Spanish. Okay, or you can say yo estoy muy bien. Yo estoy muy bien. That means I am very well, right? If things are not good with you, you can use yo estoy no bien. Yo estoy no bien. That means I am not well. Okay. Now coming on next, which is ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal is a colloquial expression. Almost 75% Spaniard are used this expression in order to greet someone, right? But it's reflect informal portion. ¿Qué tal is how are you? What's up? How's it going? Okay, but it's depend on the context. In reply, you can say bien, that means good. Okay, or you will use muy bien, gracias, muy bien, gracias. That means very well, thank you. Okay, when you want to answer in short form, you can use bien, muy bien, gracias. Okay, if things are not good, you can use no bien. That means not well. Or you will use no muy bien. That means not very well. Lo siento. I am sorry. No muy bien, lo siento. Not very well. I am sorry. Now let's have some farewell. Okay, now coming on farewells. Despedidas is farewells. In Spanish, despedidas, las despedidas. That means the farewells, right? When you are saying to goodbye to someone, in that case, you will use las despedidas, which means the farewells, right? Now coming on our first farewell, that is adios. Adios? Adios is goodbye, right? Then we have ciao. Ciao is also colloquial expression that means bye. Ciao. Ciao is bye, but there is a difference between them. Okay, you can use adios with your seniors, okay, professors, or you can use with your boss. But ciao, we can't use ciao with our seniors and elders, right? Then we have nos vemos. Nos vemos is see you, right? Nos vemos is see you. Generally, at the end of the conversation, we use this farewell. Okay, that is nos vemos is see you. Then we have hasta mañana. You can't say hasta mañana. Why? Because H is silent in Spanish. You already know that. Hasta mañana is see you tomorrow. Hasta mañana. Then we have hasta la vista, one of the most famous farewells of Spanish. You might have heard it earlier. Hasta la vista is see you next time. Then we have hasta luego. Hasta luego. That means see you later. After that, we have hasta pronto. Hasta pronto. Hasta pronto is see you soon. Right? Then we have gracias. Gracias means thank you. Gracias is thank you. Okay. Then comes de nada. De nada is welcome. Right? De nada. De nada is welcome. And the last one is igualmente. Igualmente is same here. Right? If you have any doubt, any queries, you can contact us using the email address or the phone number provided on the screen. Okay. Goodbye. Have a nice day.